Hello, friends that had been released into the river earlier. As soon as the body reached the steps, the old woman rushed forward and quickly removed the shroud. She wrapped it around her waist and hurried up the steps of Narrator. But what happened next left me frozen in terror. The lifeless corpse began following the old woman, walking behind her like a living being. I had never imagined I would witness something so horrifying in my life. Gathering all my courage, I followed them. After passing through several narrow lanes, the old woman stopped in front of a broken, deserted house. She went inside. The corpse followed her in. I stood there, stunned, thinking to myself, this must be the house of the corpse city practitioner, and this old woman must be a Bhairavi. She was said to possess such powerful mantras that she could attract a corpse toward herself and arrange the entire ritual for that great practitioner. When I discussed all these incidents with my tantric acquaintance, Turnath Bhattacharya, he told me that this belonged to the Buddhist Tantra tradition. According to this belief, the power of mantras awakens the corpse itself. It rises, follows the Bhairavi, comes near the practitioner's seat, and then collapses again, becoming lifeless once more. A practitioner who completes 100 such rituals is believed to gain immense tantric power. I was familiar with corpse rituals practiced in the Kapalic tradition, the Shakta tradition, and other paths. I knew about their powers and attainments, but I knew nothing about the Buddhist tradition of corpse worship, its principles, its secrecy, or its purpose. This mystery awakened a deep curiosity within me. One day, I returned to the house of that great practitioner. Without knowing why, I went inside. There was a small courtyard, surrounded by narrow corridors, bent and colorless pillars, damp walls, and a strange, heavy stench. I stood there for some time, wondering if anyone was home. Where had the old woman gone? Just then, I heard a faint clattering sound from the upper floor. On one side of the courtyard was a small stone water tank, beside which a narrow staircase led upward. I slowly climbed the stairs, nearly slipping several times. Upstairs, there were 2 or 3 rooms and a sloping passage. I saw no one, only the same unbearable stench everywhere. As I was about to turn back, I heard a faint scream from a dark room nearby, like someone's throat was being slowly strangled. When I looked inside, I froze in shock. My entire body turned cold. On the floor lay the naked corpse I had seen the previous day. Sitting cross-legged on top of it was a naked woman, eyes closed, completely silent. Her skin was dark like ebony, her body full of youth and vitality. She looked like a beautiful young woman. A thought crossed my mind. How had the old woman turned into this young woman? She must know the Kalakalini Vidya, a terrifying tantric practice. It is considered an extremely severe and forbidden path. Through it, one can transform into youth permanently and regain a body filled with vitality. Was she using this very knowledge sitting on the corpse in meditation? Perhaps she sensed my presence. Slowly, she opened her eyes and stared sharply at me. The moment she saw me, she screamed, "You've come here too. Get out. Run." She stepped off the corpse and pushed me, shouting, "Will you leave or not? What do you want? Why have you come here?" Her fierce appearance terrified me at first, but I gathered my courage and said calmly, "Who I am and why I came can be discussed later. But know this, every one of your actions is under my watch. Keeping a corpse like this inside a house is a crime. If I inform the police..." Before I could finish, she interrupted me in panic. "No, don't mention the police. Tell me what you want." Seeing her fear fade into helplessness, I asked, "You know the Kalakalini Vidya, don't you?" "I'm not a tantric, but I have studied Tantra deeply. I want to see how you transform yourself again." She refused at first, saying it was a secret practice. But when she realized I would not leave, she finally agreed. Then she revealed my name, Arun Kumar Sharma, and even told me where I lived. I was shocked. When I asked how she knew me, she said that once the knowledge is perfected, everything becomes visible. Night had fallen completely. There was no light in the house. As I stepped out to buy supplies, she ordered me to bring liquor as well. Clouds filled the sky, and a light rain had begun. When I returned with liquor and candles, it was already 9 p.m. Darkness surrounded everything. She opened a bottle and drank it quickly. Then she carried 3 bottles into the room where the corpse lay. A lamp was lit near the corpse's head, and I lit candles to brighten the room. She poured oil into the corpse's throat in a strange way, loosened her hair, removed her clothes, and sat on the body again. In the flickering light, her youthful form slowly faded. Wrinkles appeared, her jaw sagged, her eyes sank deep into their sockets. Her appearance became horrifying. She began chanting a mantra in a specific tantric posture. Time passed slowly. I sat silently, watching her and the corpse. The body looked peaceful, as if it were only sleeping. Suddenly, smoke filled the room. The flame of the lamp flickered, then shot up 3 or 4 feet high before returning to normal. Then, without warning, the corpse screamed and opened its eyes. "Leave me alone. Let me go," it cried. "I'm alive. I was sleeping in my body. You woke me again. My wife Kamla is waiting for me." The old woman explained that people who die from poison, hanging, drowning, or snakebite often believe they're still alive for a long time. This man had died from a snakebite. She asked his name. "Ramakant Singh." The corpse replied. "His age, 28. She asked if he agreed to give her his age in exchange for freedom. He agreed. At that moment, her body transformed again, becoming the same young woman I had seen earlier. I had heard of this knowledge before, but witnessing it directly was terrifying. Later, she asked for more liquor. She insisted that I serve it to her with my own hands. She drank deeply, then forced me to drink as well. My body began to tremble. I fled the house in confusion and rain, somehow reaching home. But when I opened my door, all intoxication vanished instantly. She was there, lying on my bed in the form of the young woman, smiling. She told me she was restless, driven by desire, and that only a fellow practitioner could free her. I knew then that I had stepped into something dangerous. That night, I lost control. Whether the corpse's soul was freed or not, I do not know. But my own soul remains bound. She has promised to grant me the knowledge of Hakini Vidya and introduce me to a supreme practitioner. If I meet him, a new story will surely be born.